Welcome back to this lecture. So in this lecture, we will be building a digital clock application by using JavaScript. So let me first show you the application that we are going to build in this whole lecture. So this is the application that we are going to build. So you can see this has a nice looking this box like structure that has rounded corners and digital lock. And then this is the timer that is currently working on. So this is our hours and this is for the like minutes, and then we have this seconds. So we're going to build this application, then we're going to style this particular if like design. This is a little bit tricky, so we're going to work with the CSS part as well. So our first step is to start with the HTML part of the project. So here you can see I have already created 3 files inside this particular folder, which is digital clock web. So inside of that I have created the index.html file with some boilerplate code, and then we have empty style.cs file and then script.js file. I'm going to place HTML ellipse. So I'm going to just simply adjust my viewport a little bit so that you can see the whenever I type the code, and I will show you the output as well. And then inside the body, first I'm going to add the code. Okay, so the first thing is we need to add the container. So I'm using here the Emmet plugin feature. So it will give me the container. Okay, and inside of that I will be using the like another element which is for the card. So I'm going to here using the two different approaches, one for the card and one for the container. So I'll specify the class as card. So this is the main card that we are actually going to use it. Okay, so this will be the main card, and inside of that I will be placing the h1 element, which is the digital clock. And then I save it, and if I use the go live plugin, then it's going to show the output with the h1 element, which is digital clock. And after that digital clock, we need to place the another div which is used for the like container. So this will be the clock div. Inside of that we are going to place these 5 span elements. Okay, so again I need to type here div, and then I will be specifying the class as clock. So this will be like our clock, and inside of that we need to add 5 span elements. So I'm going to here use 5 span element by multiplying it with 5. If I press enter, then you can see I got 5 span elements like maintain it. Then I need to specify the class here. So it's going to be the class, and it's going to like time element. So I'm going to copy this code here by Control-C, and then I will be pasting it here, and then after that I will be pasting it here in the, if I save it and if I go here, and you can see nothing is appearing. So I'm going to place here 0 0 and also 0 0, and then here also 0 0. And if I control save it, then you can see we need to specify the colon as well. Right now you can see these column. So for that I will be using here this, also this span element will be used, and also I'm going to provide the class here, because later on in the CSS part we are going to actually modify its style little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to here write the colon element, and then I'm also going to copy this class and paste it here inside of this one as well. Then you can see this is now the colon is appearing. So this is all for the CSS part of this particular project, which is digital clock application. So our next step is to add the style sheet code for this digital clock application.